I used to live in Orlando, Florida, and I had people with me who wasn't trying to move like me. Everybody got dreams and everybody wants to do stuff. But when it comes to maxing out your credit cards to do it, they ain't want to do it. When it came to spending every piece of money that they had to do it, they ain't want to do it. They watched me do it, but they didn't want to do it. And I'm still trying to help them out. Like I bought somebody a camera before to film me and to help me do things because they said they wanted to, do music videos and all that stuff, and they wanted to, do this. I bought them a camera. You know what they did with the camera? Let it collect dust. Let it collect dust. And this was like 8 years ago, and I was like, no, not even 8 years ago. This was like maybe like 12 years ago. And I put that shit on a credit card. And I didn't even have the money. I put something on credit card to help somebody else because they made me believe that they was with me. And then when it was time to shoot what we was trying to shoot, I'm like, once I figured that out, I've never spoke to them ever since then. Like I literally, that was the first person. I literally gave another person a camera because they said they wanted to, do content creation. I gave them a camera that I had that was just laying around from the first person. I took the camera back from the first person. And then I gave it to the second person. I physically gave it to him. Hey, go do this now. Never seen anything from it. So what I mean by this is that I would literally pay you to expose yourself to me. So I would give you something just so I can see if you for real. And as soon as I find out you for real, I cut you off and I never talk to you again. So I will pay to learn this lesson right now than to sit there and drag you for 4 months, 7 months, or 2 years just to find out later. So sometimes you got to buy people out of your life. And I bought a lot of people out of my fucking life, and it's paying off right now. So to the people that's watching this that know, it is what it is.
I'll say this. I'll say this real quick. It's wild and it's crazy how people around us switch up, especially when we're climbing that upward trajectory to the mountain. Because everybody wants to, walk with you along the side of the mountain. But when it goes to put the work in, they don't want to do it. I'm with you on that because I've given so many people around me in my inner circle, outside of my inner circle, a lot of information. Coach them, performance, because I do have the life coaching background also too. The podcast is what gives you the free resources though. I've given consultations. You see what I'm saying? Helping people build. And they're the same dudes that they simply now don't even rock with you. May throw up a little random like on Instagram, like they're, I'm here, I'm Tinkerbell, I'm shining. No. Whatever happened to building the value of the connection and the relationships? And don't look at your boy Rory and say, oh, it's because he thinks he's better. No, it's because guess what? You have a crabs in a bucket mentality and you don't want to see your brethren. You don't want to see your brother or your sister get to where it is you want them to get to because you're envious and you're jealous of them.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it should never be like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Sometimes you got to cut off the supply. Sometimes you got to cut off the supply. And you know what? It's not personal. It's just business. Because maybe if you spin it around and you say long and hard when all four walls are closing in on you and you say is, maybe I should go back and build that relationship. Maybe I should go back and get off my ego and say, yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that maybe, things didn't pan out the way it is. But you know what, brother? I see what you're doing. I may have not been the best friend or maybe I haven't been the right partner or whatever it is. But let's build together here. You know what I mean? And I want to work with you or support you in whichever way is possible. But you know why people won't do that? Because that pride and the ego gets the best of them. You know what I mean? Yep. And that's all I got to say there.
Crazy mother. I'll tell you this right now. I got friends right now that I grew up with. Middle school, high school, grew up with. They know me. They'll hop in my inbox now and ask me, yo, how do you do this? Or what do I do? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not gonna respond to them. And let me tell you why I'm not gonna respond to them. You didn't like a fucking video. You didn't share a fucking video, which is free. You see me put merchandise out. You didn't buy a fucking t-shirt, but you smoking weed on Instagram. I know that shit ain't cheap. You ain't buy a fucking t-shirt, but you want me to, offer you advice and guidance to because what was the advice and guide? I'm the same fucking person that I was before. Had the same work ethic, same method, everything that I could have told you then. I can tell you now. I could have told you then. I'm the same person. So if you ain't liking my shit and you know me, like that tells me everything I need to know. Like when I launched my merchandise, and I actually I sent it to a person, right? I sent it to one of my another content creator just for him to take a look at, like, hey, because we was talking about getting merchandise. I sent it to him just to look at it. Woke up the next morning, he already put the order in. But you know why he put the order in? Because he's not a jealous fucking person, and he wants to see me successful, and he's doing his own shit. When you're doing your own shit, everybody that all the people that bought my content or who bought my merchandise, all doing their own. And the people that ain't doing no shit that know me and say they and act like they, and I'm not talking about my followers. I'm talking about people I fucking grew up with. Ain't none of them buy shit. So my message to, and I say this to anybody that's listening, the people that you grew up with and the people that are around you, no matter how big you get, they still won't support you. And that's okay. And that is okay. Because you are, in order to get to where I'm going or where I'm at now, you got to be okay with doing shit for yourself. Because the help's not coming.
Facts.
It's not coming.
Facts. And one thing I'll say before we even get out of here, two things I'll say. First things first, no, I'm supporting, because you kind of spoiled what I was going to actually do to a degree, but it's end of the year. I'm going to be getting a collection of things because a lot of guests that have came on my show, I said I was going to buy either their audiobook or basically it's an audiobook, right? Or if they have any merch, right? And I was going to do that close to the end of the year and then do it as an Instagram reel. So the spoilers out, right? If you're the lucky, I don't know how many people I'm thinking about because, it's money. It's his holiday. I do have to pay for things myself. You know what I mean? So we'll make it work and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm going to definitely do that. But one of the things I really want to amplify on is that with what we do, a lot of people will hear how we talk, our vernacular, our tonality. Oh, they're bitter. Oh, they're upset with the world. No, it's not that we're upset. We speak with this passion, ladies and gentlemen, and we're passionate because we believe in what it is we're doing. We're not drinking our own Kool-Aid. Because I'm not speaking to the ones that do content creation and they have this big inflated ass ego. I can't deal with that. I can't. Because if we're going to play the ego, who's got the pissing wars of who can do this and who can do that, you're not going to win. It ain't even about numbers. You're just never going to win, right? But it's about what we do. We're so prideful. We have so much passion. We want to see the right people win around us. And that's the truth. As you're growing, people taper off. And when those people taper off, it welcomes the right energy to find you. And that's the reality of life.
Facts.
The right energy finds you. You know what I mean? And it's like some people that I haven't even met before be in my DM. Hey, hun. Some females, hey, hun, it is what it is. Hey, bro, this. I love what you got going on. I want to see you win. Friend for life, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? It's love and it's deadlock. Because you know what? I'm in their comments. Yo, I see you traveling. And you know what? It translates back in the DM. Heck, shit, I've been traveling, this and that. Let's catch up. You got 5 minutes, you got 10 minutes. What's going on? Give me life updates. That's wholesome conversation. That's building a fucking network, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what's going to take you to the promised land. Stop entertaining the crabs in the bucket mentality. And I'd hit my soundboard if I knew exactly what thing I kind of want to press there because it deserves a horn for that one. But back to you, I gave you watch. You got me fired up right now, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, it's the more success you get, the more leeches you see. You don't see the leeches when you're at the bottom because everybody's at the bottom. So you're not going to be able to see them because everybody's just trying. But then when you start, elevating yourself, then they start distancing themselves. So it's like the more you elevate, the more they distance. And then you get to a point where you out elevated them and they went distance because it's hard to see, especially if you don't, believe in yourself or you don't have a plan. It's kind of hard to see somebody else, around you being successful and you haven't figured out what you want to do yet. It can be mentally challenging because you could be sitting there thinking like, damn, how did he doing this? He's doing that. And then then it turns to jealousy, and then you're like, oh man, yeah, no more. No, you stop with me. Like my inbox has always been there. Like you ain't doing anything. You could hit me up. You see, I'm posting videos a day, but it's my obligation to hit you up. You're not doing anything. You're smoking weed and watching TV. Fucking hit me up. Why is it that it has to be my obligation to hit somebody up when I'm giving 100% of my all to something and you're not doing anything? That's your obligation to check in on me. It's not my obligation to check in on you. I know you ain't doing shit. I'm not holding that against you, and so then you start feeling some type of way. Oh, he don't fuck. Or no, bro, I've just been busy and trying to fix my life. You're supposed to check in on that person, bro. Like the people that I'm grinding with as far as content creators, like I give you an example, like Priox is King 12 Diaz, TLG Legend. We check in on each other because we're all grinding. Like I see them grinding. Like sometimes we check in with each other just to take a break from grinding. like that's sometimes what it really is. Like you need to keep people around you that has the same work ethic that you have or more. In an ideal world, you want people to have the work to outwork you. My problem is that I don't find too many people to do that, because if I see you outworking me, it's going to motivate me to catch up and to work and to work. So like,
thank you for saying that.
And that's just real shit. Like you think I work hard now to get where I am? Boy, I ain't even saying 2024 because I ain't waiting in. My shit started today. like the next time I'm on this podcast with you, I promise you with everything, I will be down 100 fucking pounds. And let me tell you why I'm gonna be down 100 pounds.
I'm holding you to that too. I'm holding you to that too.
Day.
I'm holding you to that too.
Listen to me when I tell you this. I'm gonna give it to you right now. I'm gonna look in the camera, Roy. I'm gonna tell you right now. The next time you see me on here, I will be down 100 pounds because I'm going to work out 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, and work out on Saturdays and Sunday 1 time a day. I guarantee you, I will be down 100 pounds because at the end of the day, I wake up when I want to. I'm a full-time content creator. My bills are taken care of. I can buy steak. I just went and bought a electric scooter so I can take me to the gym if I don't have my car on me, because me and my wife share a car right now. Like, I went and bought an electric scooter yesterday just so I can take my ass to the gym. I went and bought some gloves because it's cold out here in Colorado too. I will be in the gym 3 times a day, and I'm going to do everything that I can to lose 100 pounds in 4 fucking months. Mark my fucking word. Because at the end of that 100 pounds, it's a big ass bag waiting for me, bro. Like, changing your life only leads to good things. Improving yourself will only lead to good things. If you're fat and you lose weight, it will lead to a good thing. If you're broke and you find a way to make money, it will lead to good things. Like, changing your life will lead to good things, and I will be 100 pounds less the next time you see me on this podcast. Mark my fucking word.
You said it, ladies and gentlemen, December 3rd, 2023. December 3rd, 2023, he said it. You heard it here first. My man.
Yep.
I game you watch. You know,
Okay.
I'll say this, and I'll say this again. It's great to see. And there's a lot of people that are around me, content creation roles, that are either starting, they're ahead, they've had this person, that person on their show, they've worked with this person, that person. And it's a remarkable thing to see, because those are the people that you've mentioned. It makes you want to go harder. As far as the communication, the conversation, I'm not a hard person myself to get to or to get a hold of. All you got to do is pick up that phone and shoot me a text. I'm back working from home now. And a lot of people think he's back working from home. That means he's gallivanting around. No, it actually means I've just accumulated all my hours back, because I don't have to travel to go to and from work now. Right? So what do you think I'm doing when I'm not traveling to and from work? I'm working on the back end, even though I still have a 9 to 5. But guess what?
Yeah.
In 2024, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to do with this game and this Amplify brand and everything I've said, the people that are close to me that know me, I said is, listen, it'd be more in-person conversations. That's happened in 2023. 2024, I got some things I'm going to be doing where I'm going to start unlocking more panel conversations. It's not just going to be me and somebody else. It's going to be me and a couple other people. And I want to do those in person.
Facts.
Heck, one of the next times we get on this show, I hope it's in person. It's either going to be the next time or the next time. It'll be the fifth time you come on, right? By the time we do 5 episodes in, me and you, it's in person. You're gonna be in Toronto, or I'm coming to Colorado. That's what's happening.
Next time I come, listen to me. The next time we get on this podcast, it will be in person. I will be down 100 pounds, and I will probably be one of the biggest names in content creation.
Because let's go.
I'm not lying to you, bro. Like, I am going to put this type of pressure on myself to outgrind everyone. If I can post 3 videos a day on TikTok. I can post 3 videos a week on YouTube. I can work out 3 times a day in my fucking life. I am locked the fuck in. Locked the fuck in, bro. Like, I'm not playing with this shit, bro. Like, I just wanted, at first, I wanted to pay my bills with this shit. I've done that shit. Now I want to own this shit, bro. Like, I gotta, like, there's no, I've always been in the top 10% of everything that I've done. Now that I'm a content creator, I got the job now. I got the job. The job is got. We just been in we was in our 90-day what they call it when you work temporary stage where you got 90 days
probation.
We've done that shit. Yeah, probation stage. Yeah, I don't pass my probation stage as a content creator. It's full time now. Now I'm going to the top 10 fucking percent. And there's not one motherfucker out there that can talk me out of this shit, because what I got planned, I'm just very grateful that I got my platform as a fat person, because those videos you saw me when I was a small person, when I got smaller and I got arrogant and cocky, I was an asshole. I was a pure fucking asshole. I didn't understand that I was an asshole. I was just on some dumb shit, because, now I understand what being humble means. I understand all of that shit now. So I wasn't prepared for a platform at that stage. Now I'm gonna get back to that stage with the full preparation of being a better fucking person. And I'm just very grateful that I got my platform as a fat person, because I couldn't handle it back then. I wouldn't have handled it. I would have got canceled first month. When I tell you I was Andrew Tate before Andrew Tate, I was. That's how bad it was. And I'm grateful. I gotta probably take some shit off the internet. But from back then. But
I'm just sitting here like
it was yeah, I was bad. I was bad. Now I probably, would have been an Andrew Tate before then. Now I'm probably trying to get on some Mr. Beast type shit. So like I'm very grateful that I found a platform as a fat person. I know some
Bro,
people like won't understand that, but you got to
I'll
know
say
me to understand.
I'll say this. I've watched you out of all my guests. A lot of different people that come on. There's certain people that I can relate with, and the ones I can relate with makes the best content, right? And to watch you and understand who you are, I understand it because I know what my audience wants. They want me to turn up on camera, but I don't do it because of a lot of different reasons. Because of just I see where it can change certain things because there's some people I still want to work with in this industry to a degree. So I got to be kind of mindful because they're going to be like, yo, this guy kind of cooking on shows, but do we really want to work with him? Because maybe he might cook on us and go crazy. But it's just all real life conversations that we're having. But with that said, I've watched you. And what I can admire about you is that you can see it. And I could have been the first person to tell you the first time we had a conversation. You have a story to tell. And I know that you have a story to tell because I can actually clip up old conversations that we have where you've also said this, right? I knew it. But this is the thing people don't understand. With this skill set of podcasting, you have to not only listen, but you also have to look at the bigger picture and knowing that a person like I Game You Watch is not just going to be who he is without some sort of chip on his shoulder. And anything you do in life, you have to have a chip on your shoulder. But a lot of people in society today will look at that and say, oh, you're rebellious, you're uncontrollable, you're unhinged. They say all of these fancy words because they're not confident within their own self. And I've had magnitude of conversations with people that are assistant managers, store leaders, team leads and things like that. And you know what they had to sit here and say to me? You've made me a better person. You want to know why? Because when I put the foot on the gas, you have nothing to do but to respect me. I might come across and you might be like, yo, this guy
Facts.
really's a lot. But if I can make you the better person, I've done my job. That's why I always say my acronym is always going to be 1% better. 1% better. How do we become
Facts.
1% better? That can be 1% better in whatever, industry you want to be in. You get what I mean? Everybody wants to be a top 1% content
Facts.
creator, but they don't know how to get there. We're not talking about the 1% OnlyFans. A 1% OnlyFans ain't that hard to do, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not OnlyFans creators. And the ones that want to do that, that's on you. Congratulations. But I hope you're saving your money and you're putting it in the back end and you're putting it in investments, right? Because that's what it all comes down to. If you want to be 1% better, you got to do what the 1% ain't worth to do. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said I can't wait for 2024 because people are seeing it now on the back end. They see the grind. They see the grind. They see the gears turning. Come January 1st, people are going to say is, we can't get in contact with them. You want to know why? Just going to say, hey, you have 15 minutes of my time. I'm sorry. If it's not 15 minutes, like you gotta pay, you're gonna have to come off the paywall. I'm sorry. And there's gonna be no freebies, there's gonna be none of this. It's just because I've been understanding my value, but why I have to tie everything up like this is because I'm too accessible. You see what I'm saying? And now I have to kind of be unaccessible to be able to work on certain things. Just work the way I need to work. You know what I mean?
You got to get tunnel vision, bro. You have to lock. My biggest gift and my biggest curse is the ability to lock in, because when I lock in, I change my life, and and shit happens. And it's the biggest curse with it is that I push everybody out of my life because I can only see what I'm chasing. Like I can't see your feelings. I can't understand your feelings because God damn it, I'm trying to lose 100 pounds. I don't care what's going on right now. Like I'm trying to be a full-time content creator. None of that shit matters to me. What's going on? Oh, you don't like your job? You don't like this? Cool. Create content. That's my answer. Like, well, I don't want to do content. Okay, all right, I'm doing content. Like, I am so locked in, and like great things can be done when you lock in, man. And some people don't even understand that you don't even have to lock in that long. Like, I'm not talking about 3-4 fucking years. If you lock in for 3 months, I guarantee you will be much further than where you are right now. You probably won't be a full-time content creator, but you might start making an extra $1,000 a month. You might start making $200 a month. You're going to start making money. You might not have, 400,000 followers, but you might have 2,000 followers. That's still good. It's hard to get followers. Like, lock the fuck in. Like, lock in. And that's my biggest skill set. I'm not great at anything that I do. I just outwork everybody at what I do. And that's just it. Work hard, man. Don't be afraid to work, man. Life is too fucking short, man. Life is way too short. Way too fucking short to sit here and just not want to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Me losing 100 pounds the first time is the reason that I'm here, because I knew what it took to actually work hard. Because you're not going to lose 100 pounds without working hard. It takes a lot of discipline. Like, I used to go to restaurants with friends and drink water and they'll just put it in my face. Oh, you sure you don't want this? Come on, man, just have this. Fuck out of here, man. I'm trying to lose 100 fucking pounds. But that's how I did it. So the same thing is going to apply. I applied the same type of work ethic to content creation, and it took me 4 months to get here, bro. I'm not saying it's going to take everybody 4 months to be a full-time content creator, because it probably won't. But if you put as much time as I put into this, you will get there. Just don't know when, but you will get there. 18 to 21 hours a day when there's only 24 hours in a day. But when did you find time to sleep? When I fucking made it. And that's just the truth. When I started making money, I was like, God damn, boy, I can sleep for 8 hours now. Now I'm back to sleeping 3 to 4.
My man. And that's the thing. That's the thing before we get out of here. It's about staying hungry. You know what I mean? Like this morning, I'll give you a little example. I got up, morning coffee after the Ryan Garcia, Oscar Duarte fight, all that good stuff. I got up, I was up 7:22 this morning. I start chopping up clips for my next podcast installment that's coming out, working ahead. Sat there for a good hour and a half. That shit's already mixed, mastered, ready to go. You know what I mean? So with that said, for the rest of the day, I got, I'm gonna take some time. I might bust a nap, I might not bust a nap, but NFL's on TV. I gotta take a look at a couple of my parlays, make sure everything's going the way it needs to go. Bada bing, bada boom, and that's it, and then go back at it again, because then I gotta look at this episode that we just created, and I'm gonna be like, let me see what we can go, because there's a lot here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot here, and I appreciate the fuck out of you, man. Dead ass.
Be clipping the shit.
Dead ass. I appreciate the fuck out of you, and it's not even no joke. You know what I mean?
Same here, bro. Remember what I told you, bro. Like, I know where I'm going, and there's certain people in my life that I need to keep.
Absolutely.
I mean that shit. Yeah, I told you that. No matter where I go, bro, you're gonna be the first podcast. Like, you're gonna be breaking all my exclusive shit. I promise you that.
And hey, listen, you always have a home here. You know what I mean? You always have a home here. I know that, bro. I got some stuff like I can't even tell you, because every time I even want to say it, it's just I get goosebumps. But like, I got some interactive shit that's about to happen on this platform. And it's just going to be next level. It's going to be next level. You know what I mean? I see a lot of these other content creators, and I'm just like, just give me some space and time with you guys, man. I just want to get into them spaces. And the things, when I get in them spaces, they ain't going to want to deal with me. They ain't going to want to deal with me. That's the reason why I turned up the dial a little bit, and I say whatever I want to say in my clips now, because people are just like, yo, this guy's cooking, man. He's talking about somebody, man. You know what I mean?
You got to, bro. But you have to, and that's the thing, bro. You gotta be. Life is too short to hold back. Life is too short to hold back, and your audience would definitely appreciate it. I don't think I would have made it this far if I was holding back. You know, there's some topics that I just won't touch.
Because you have
we
to.
talked about this off
You
air.
have to. You have to.
Yeah,
You have
there's
to.
some things I won't touch, but you know, we got $1 billion. I might touch any topic. I might touch any topic. But
My guy. Listen, I appreciate you, and we're gonna end it here. All right.